Senator Saah Joseph is here. Maybe it's safe to say the founder or one of the founders of the People's Action Party, the PAP, one of Liberia's newest political parties. He's here as our guest, who will talk about Montserrado and Senate issue. The Liberian Senate recently passed several instruments, and Senator Nyantoan, you know, our father Nyantoan and Saah Joseph back to back that day. Saah Joseph will post, I know voted for the one, voted for the one. Instead of Nyantoan will say, me I voted for this. Then they will come back, no, let me, I know, I say, but what a minute on. Senator Joseph, I like to say compliment of the season. It's always good to have you. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Clarence, and good morning to the peace-loving people of Montserrado County and Liberia at large. It's a pleasure being here this morning, and I'm happy to be here. And when I received the invite, I said, yes, I get Clarence today.
Why? Oh, because of what? The Bento tea?
This man, you come into the studio, he was say, oh, okay, Bento. So what you say now? What you say?
Bento. How do you call it? Internet connectivity. But I'm not going to rest until Bento is Bento.
Yeah,
and you know that. But honestly, yeah, go ahead.
So I know you want internet connectivity. Yes, I agree with you 100%, because we have the service center in Bento, we have the administrative building. We have to treat Bento as a capital city of Montserrado County, and then not just that, we have to look for opportunity to create jobs
in Bento.
In Bento. Yes, and that's one of the things
we'll talk about today. But congratulations, at least.
But let's go. Let me say thanks to His Excellency the President, who, when I met him after hearing from you a lot, and then I said, Mr. President, Bento is the capital city of Montserrado County, and then we need to do all we can to get electricity to Bento. And then he agreed, and he was shocked that Bento doesn't have electricity. And then I would make another move again. I went to the management, the managing director, the MD of LEC, Mr. Sharif, hard-working guy, a brother. When I spoke to him and said, look, I met the old man, and then you will need to do something in Bento. The strategy in Bento was okay to bring electricity. Well, first of all, look for a local company, buy some materials, started the process, then bring in LEC to take over the process. And the MD said, Bento, okay, let's go there. And then we drove there.
Right away.
Exactly. And then immediately he called for a meeting, senior staff meeting, the next day. I was also invited in the senior staff meeting that morning. And then we started to discuss the data presentation, what it costs to bring electricity in Bento and what have you. Then he said, Senator, we can assure you that we'll have electricity in Bento. I said, no, that's just electricity. That Christmas, before Christmas. And finally, I want to say thanks to the two companies that were contracted by LEC and the management of LEC for the work they have done for bringing hope to the hopeless.
Yeah.
Big
thank you not to me, but to OKFM management.
Yeah, I mean, we up everyone. I mean, this is a joint work.
We're consistent on your
this is what a country should be like, a collective work. When we come together to with one goal, to say, look, who benefits when we come together? When we unite ourselves, who benefits? The people benefit. Today, who are those dancing? You saw kids couldn't sleep. Dancing on electricity. Kids were lighting candles.
It was emotional.
Yes.
And I have promised that I will take a night show there. I will go there one night. Because I want to do the show under the light. Let the children come up.
And trust me, we're not just going to stop the Bento. Our next goal is Nyeng, Constant, Kamtori, where we have our military base.
Did I hear that there's an area over there with gold deposit somewhere there? Or
we have a huge gold deposit in Youth Camp community. As we speak, there's a huge work going on there, and we're asking the Ministry of Lands and Mines. Actually, rural Montserrado district, number one to be specific, is a rich district.
Really?
And companies have been mining there. We got more than 5 different sites where a major mining process is ongoing.
They play what gold coming from the capital, no highlight.
Yeah.
That's how we treat the country.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to engage the Ministry of Lands and Mines.
Wow.
We don't just want to see people digging, carrying machines. We want a concession for that place.
And the road is bad from Fenner there.
Yeah, we want a concession to be in the state for the people, that where the people will benefit. We want royalty benefits for the people. These are the issues we're going to be pushing this 2026. You either come on the table as a concessionaire and work with the government to give you the site as a concession, then you come in to just bring in equipment. All such there's no difference between what you're doing now and if you had a concession, what you will be doing. So we want it to be done legally. That is, you should have your documents rectified by the legislature that you have a concession. That idea of expiration, we're still looking. No. If you're still looking, then whatever you find in this meeting will all divide. The community people will divide with you if you're still looking.
Let me put you on the spot this one. I remember one of the visits I went there with you when we were planting these posts, and you promised the young people, you spoke there, you said, look, you were concerned about sanitation, you were concerned about the first look of Bento, and you were contemplating on finding something, company or money somewhere to ensure that they gave that place a facelift so it resembles Bento again. Yeah. Have you forgotten?
Well, no. What we're doing is that I'm mobilizing, I'm talking to people. Look, if you and everyone listening to my voice now, Bento have electricity. We have thousands of acres of land. And let me also say this, government get thousands of land there. Look, some of those ministries, we can build them there. Those that want to go all the way Marshall, I run a campaign again, I give you now. You can come to Bento.
To buy land.
To get land. You have electricity. You understand? Look, we can connect Bento, from Bento to Todi. It's less than 35 minutes.
They say there's a road there?
There's a road there. You pass through the youth camp. That's the road I use.
Is the road pliable?
Of course. I use car to go there. Of course. Really? You understand? And look, Clarence, the good news is, since we're already having a discussion now, the good news is, look, I'm about to create some jobs in Bento. Activates the opportunity for jobs to be created.
How?
So I was able to get a block making machine. Now there's manual tap, there's automatic tap, where you can produce full 5,000 blocks a day. Look, we need to find something for the people to do. All you need to do, even the mixing of the cement, that machine doing it. You just sitting down, taking the block out from the machine. I got that from China. I can assure you the machine is already here. We're going to start work. By the end of January, Bento will be creating more than 200 jobs for our women bringing in water.
You make the bricks to do what?
To make the bricks, and they will sell them. The community people will sell them.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to do something for the people in Bento. So in a sense that when you buy land in Bento...
Oh, you don't need to think about bricks.
You don't need to worry whether they're bringing bricks for you and what have you. What you need to do, you can go there. It's going to be affordable for the people so that the people can get some money. Not just that, Clarence. The people, we have instructed, the city mayors and the commissioners, they are giving instruction that, look, all those big trees that are just growing on the roadside, look, the Bento that you went before is different from what you see today, Clarence. Trust me.
When woman says she find a tail break, I say I will go there. I will go there. I will go there soon. I will go do something there soon. So
yeah,
I will see the road. I will see the places.
Yeah, but I'm saying that not just about Bento, although there's the capital city of Montserrado County, and the good news is that I think in the national budget, each city was captured for pavement. Our next goal is to talk to the president, and I'm happy that the MD of the Electricity Corporation have invited the president to officially put that lights on. And when he comes, he sees when that light is on, I know the people will benefit with road connectivity. Okay. You can leave from Bento. The thing of Bento is strategic in the sense that you have two different roads that you can use to come to town in the shortest possible time. You either use Corwell Road or you use Fender Road. All of those roads, there's no traffic congestion. So it's pliable. It's easier.
Okay, let's leave Bento small. Montserrado County, most of these counties can have county council sitting with the lawmakers and other people. I don't see it happening here in Montserrado, or maybe I don't know it can happen. Don't you people get money from social and county development to do development in the county?
Well, Clarence, let me say this. I hope the Ministry of Finance is listening. From our calculations to present, the government of Liberia owes Montserrado more than $4.5 million. So we need that money. And we almost came together and said we should capture that money before this budget passed. So we never wanted to, as caucus member, we never wanted to become stumbling block to the passage of the budget and what have you. So we believe that the Ministry of Finance need to do all she can in the 2026. If there's any recash, it's going to be an issue. We need, Montserrado County need her money so that various districts can have opportunity for development. So we haven't received, what the county have been receiving is money from the budget is $200,000. What can $200,000 do for 17 electoral districts? If you divide $200,000 by 17 electoral districts, what are you going to get per district in terms of development? We believe this government is interested in development. So therefore, the $4.5 million meant for social and county development funds for Montserrado County should be provided. So we're going to engage the government positively and to make sure that Montserrado County receive more than $4.5 million United States dollars.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the reason you have not seen us having county, because when you go to county setting, it means you have the money.
You must have money in your budget.
Yeah, and then you're going to debate. Yeah. And so we need to make sure that, but we're going to engage government positively. We're going to engage the Ministry of Finance to sit down with them and calculate the numbers. We need our money. It's $4.5 million. We need our money to do development in Montserrado County.
Are you into the county meet?
Oh, yes.
Are you into Montserrado?
Let's see. Montserrado County will be qualified to come to town. I can promise
You're
that.
playing the bottom 65 minutes with Bon County tomorrow.
Listen, I'm not worried about Bon County. Bon County is on her knees.
Your man Prince Moy listening to
listen,
you.
Listen. If I defeat Bon County is out of the league. You know that, right? If Montserrado County defeat Bon County.
Bon County, then they drop.
Bon County. So, but Bon County is on her knees. You understand?
And I'm told, I think Montserrado already leading Bon. I think so.
2-1. So.
But I ain't beating it.
What do you mean that?
Bon County is noted for putting on surprises.
Hey, listen to me. We are going this time around with major force. We have quality of players.
You know Prince Moy better than me. Do you know that boy? They call him County.
County. Listen, Prince Moy is not going on the field to go and play. Saah Joseph is not going on the field to play. No, he influence.
When he gets to the camp with Johnny Pay, the man against you. Johnny Pay, when that ball go on the camp, it can be different.
Don't allow me to make a call to the coach and say, don't open up. Move. Attack.
Why call don't open up? Good man, I swear.
Because we get 2-1. So these 2-1, we can close. We can play more defensive. So I need to bring in 3 defensive midfielders, get 1 striker, and then we close the whole defense.
You remember bring coaching class here again?
No, but I played the game, so Clarence.
I know. So, but it's okay, Senator Saah Joseph.
So we lead 2-1. Yeah, actually. And then we have a very good.
Bon will put up a surprise.
And guess what? We have this is the only country that have a female coach.
Oh, your coach a female coach?
Of course.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, female coach, a licensed coach, and Montserrado County purposely did that so that we can allow the female to see herself in the process. So
and she's doing she's doing well.
Yeah, the team is coming to town. We are ready to play.
Except that y'all remain here, man. Yeah, you're already here.
You know when Bento will came back, and Bento said they wanted to pull the country down. So.
Senator, but let's move up Capitol Hill. What are some of the very important instruments? I know I have a document I will read to you. I think it was your committee report, but we'll come to that. Yeah. Generally, what are some of the instruments that you people pass as you? By the way, you on your break now, right?
Yeah, we are on break.
What are some of the most important instruments that are of benefit to the country you pass before we can talk about maybe particular issues?
Well, we pass on the the ratification of a funding, some $88 million, $88.7 or $88.5 million that was ratified for the Ministry of Education in making sure that every district in Liberia will have up to 500,000 United States dollars in terms of support to the educational program.
Exclusively for education in the counties.
Yes. So let's say, for instance,
you say every district.
Every district. Yeah, that's
you mean the political district in the context of representation.
Exactly.
Not administrative.
No, political district.
Okay.
That is, for instance,
500,000.
500,000. And in that amount, the Ministry of Education will go into that district, sit down with the district educational officer to make sure what are the major educational needs for that district. Okay. Do they need another high school, or do they need some renovation, or what basically they need? So we were able to ratify that agreement to make sure that that money is available. And I mean, we're going to engage the Ministry of Finance, and most especially, if you notice, I supported that ratification. One of the reasons I did that because Montserrado County have 17 electoral districts, and 500,000 per district for each district to benefit. District Montserrado County will carry a lot of that money.
Yeah.
To make sure
500,000 times 17 will be like instead of 17 we divide it by 2, it will be like what? $8-point-something million.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
Approximately, yeah. So that money will go. So there are a lot of challenges in terms of the educational programs in Liberia. You have, you go to some government schools, no chairs, no tables. Students are more than 50.
Who's going to use that money? Because
it's the Ministry of Education.
There is a tendency in the country where the lawmaker from district now will start saying, but we put the money in the budget. The ministry, I come in, Senator, because I want you to be clear. Lawmakers will start saying, we put the money in the budget. The Ministry of Education cannot claim a district.
No.
And they dictate to me 500,000. I'm supposed to have a say how that money is used.
So, Clarence.
Don't say no, Clarence. Our experience here, that why you can do it.
So we can say this to you. This is the project that will be solely implemented by the Ministry of Education. To make sure that they have been doing other schools in other areas, but this time around, this money was appropriated like that 500,000, because I asked those questions, and those answers came that look, each district, because I said, why are we taking 88 million for what purpose? They said, oh, for schools. For what schools? Where? They say each district will get up to 500,000 United States dollars. That money is going to be implemented by the Ministry of Education. No lawmaker.
What does it seek to do? Is it clear? Are they going to build new schools or support existing schools with what? With qualified teachers who,
that's not, that requires, that money is nothing about, that 500,000 is not about teacher salary, not about volunteers. What that money is infrastructure, development. That's
provide schools, material.
So let's say, for instance, if they come into your District 1, how many high schools in District 1?
Government high schools.
Government high schools. And also looking at the distances that children walk. You understand? So they already have the data to know which of those communities and locations that need those schools.
I am asking because $500,000 in each district in the country can do a lot.
Oh, yes.
Provided if the legislature put its feet on the ground to play real oversight.
Yeah, I can assure you
so
that.
So we will not, another 88 million, we spend again, and after 2 years, the district said nothing now happened. Chair said
Chief,
nothing.
We can say this to you, that our oversight, we are vigilant with it. The representatives are aware. The senators are aware of this. We're going to make sure that each district, the Ministry of Education, we're going to engage them to find out what they're doing. We want to see something happening. And let me also announce to the people of Liberia, to be specific, Montserrado County. I run 3 high schools that has been sponsored by my friends' organizations in the United States that I used to work for, the Jefferson Baptist Mission. During my trip, one of the benefits that I also require from there, they approved 300,000 United States dollars to give the school that we are running in district number 13 to make sure that that school is built with a permanent structure. So different from the college. So we had 300,000 United States dollars. That is, in fact, last night they called me, "Sir, the money is already in our account." And guess what, Clarence? Do you know that that money was donated by an individual?
One person.
One person. When I was in the U.S., and I spoke at this church, and I told them that, look, we need to develop, because the building we're using now, the high school have been using for the past 15 years, belongs to someone. I said, I think we need to graduate to have a permanent structure. This school has been in existence for 15 years. What happens? What's the feature of this school? If tomorrow the owner comes for the land or for the building, what do we do? So therefore, I'm asking for an opportunity for us to build a new school so that we can move there. And Clarence, when I left, and he wrote and said, I'm going to provide 300,000 United States dollars to build a high school. And 2 days ago, I was called upon and said, look, we have the money into our account. Last night again, he said, "Sir, yes, the money is in our account. Start to do preparation. The requirement is the deed of the property, the land, should be in the name of the school. I purchased the land. I'm going to be donating the land to the school officially, so I'm going to do the deed over to make sure that the deed is in the name of the school, and then we'll send it to the U.S., and then the money will come to draw down. So I can assure you that by the second week of January, we're going to do the groundbreaking ceremony and the celebration and start building
in the same community.
In the same community. Yeah, we'll get a land space.
So when the technical college opening?
February ending. Yes,
okay.
we are already set. Yes,
February ending.
Yes,
okay.
we set it.
What role did you play in the whole Oranto deal?
Well, I'm that member of the committee.
Okay.
We were briefed, and then the committee said the House or the Senate run by committees. So when committee come in with the report after public hearing, issue that was raised, and we'll look at the recommendations of the committee. So I will always listen to my colleagues based on the recommendations. And the chairman of the committee is a veteran, lawmaker, former speaker, and now senator of Bombay County, Senator Snow. With his recommendations and the materials presented to us and his presentation made, I happened to be in one of the consultative meetings with the authority, and I supported it. Yeah.
You voted in favor?
I voted in favor, yes.
What about the Ivanhoe? Is that how you call it, the Ivanhoe?
Ivanhoe?
Yeah.
So I was chairing that committee.
Okay.
I was the chairman of that committee.
Okay, so before we go ahead, is that the Ivanhoe committee report I got? Yeah. I got one committee that you chair.
Yeah.
And when you were coming, then I started to do small thing, and I managed to get this. So let me go straight here and see. This is the, I don't know whether I am, but I got this thing in my hand. It says findings and recommendations. Based upon its review and deliberations, the Joint Committee recommends that the concession and access agreement be approved is subject to the following amendments. The agreement shall provide that the 25-mile heavy haul road from Guinea Liberian border to Tokadi shall be fully paved prior to the commencement of any iron ore haulage. Social contributions to affected communities shall be structured such that Ivanhoe is not directly involved in implementation, and that government affected communities alone execute such projects. The agreement shall expressly require Ivanhoe to construct the rail line from the Guinean mine to the Takati rail connection within 2 years following commencement of commercial production, consistent with the feasibility study referenced by the executive. Upon ratification, the United States dollars 37 million paid by Ivanhoe shall be deemed a non-refundable signature bonus and not a loan or advance. The government of Liberia shall consider increasing the access fee from the current range of US 1.95 million to US 1.95 million going or 1.55 per ton to a range of US 3.00 / 0 US 2.00 per ton through Liberia, though Liberia is not granted by the government of Guinea within 5 years. The agreement shall automatically terminate, and clause 16.1 DRR shall be amended to ensure that references to a National Rail Authority or an NRA Act do not constrain the constitutional authority of the legislature, and that any decision to establish such an authority shall be effected solely through separate legislative enactment without conceptual default or liability. Conclusion: the Joint Committee hereby submits this report to plenary of the Honorable Liberian Senate in fulfillment of its constitutional and statutory responsibilities, while recognizing the potential economic benefits of the proposed CAA. The committee emphasizes the imperative of safeguarding national sovereignty, honoring international obligations, protecting public infrastructure, and ensuring that the national interest of the Republic of Liberia remains paramount. This report was duly considered and adopted by the Joint Committee comprising Committees on Transport, Public Works, Concession and Investment, Waste, Means and Finance, and Budget, Public Accounts and Audits, and Judiciary at a duly convened committee section. What does this report say, Senator Joseph?
So
this is the Ivanhoe deal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So ratification, when the president signed a concession or treaty and is sent to the legislature, so you either say yes or you say no. When you are recommending, it means that there are issues you have. But Clara, let's look at, first of all, to answer, let's look at history. Let's look at the Western Cluster D. All of you beat on the legislature about Western Cluster. The government of Liberia signed agreement with Western Cluster that they were going to haul iron ore. They were going to bring the rail, right? Was there a rail? There was no rail. They started to use trucks. Let's look at it, how the complaints, numerous of complaints. How trucks were even causing accidents. Our road being damaged. Not just that. Let's look at Bachico in Bapolu County. That agreement. No rail. Nothing. Now, the committee thought it wise, when this agreement came to us, we look at our past experiences about Western Cluster and Bachico and say, okay, this is the same access agreement. What do we do this time around? Let's come up with bottlenecks. The first thing we looked at was to ask for a few things. We requested, as a committee, we requested for feasibility study. We wanted to know how many towns and villages in Nimba County will be affected. Knowing that...
Yeah, because I hear you talking about from Guinea to Tokati.
Yes. So we need to first of all establish how many towns and villages will be affected. The next thing is, when you have done that, then we come up with our proposal. So what we said in point 1, we said, look, the road leading from Guinea to Tokade should be paved. Let's look at the environmental issues. If you're going to be using 400 to 500 trucks on dusty road, will the people be on that road? Why can't we pave the road? Having hooking with a previous proposal of $5 billion, they reduced the $5 billion to $1.8 billion because the Liberty Corridor, they took that out. So they came up with a proposal of $1.8 billion, which is good. We accept it as a country. We believe government will gain. But then there are bottlenecks. We want our people in the towns and villages to benefit. We are saying they should pave the road instead of using undusted road. That's the reason. That's point number 1.
They should pave the road before the start?
Of course. Clement. If you go to break down all of the trees to fix the road coming from Guinea to come, why can't you pave the road? It's a 40 miles road. If you are investing in, there's a billionaire company So what it takes for Liberia to engage them to say, look, you have to do this. You understand? So that's a committee report. We said, look, you have to pave the road. The next thing we said, look, the concession that you have, when it is not approved by the Guinean authority, because this concession is tied to Guinea.
To Guinea. Guinea will have to approve.
Yes. If Guinea doesn't allow you, because you are asking the government of Liberia for 25 years. If this company don't get go ahead from Guinea authority, after 5 years, we terminate the agreement. You understand? That's one of the recommendations from the committee.
And your money in a hole.
Well, you have our confidence. This is why you came to invest.
Let's go ahead.
The next thing we said, the 37 million previously given to the previous administration, you understand, should not be considered
the
as
previous administration in Guinea or
in Liberia.
The Weah administration.
Yes.
I think we'll give them $37 million.
$37 million.
Okay.
I have document in my possession that money came to the central bank. Now, we are saying as a committee, that money that was given to that administration, that money should not be used as signatory bonus.
It shouldn't be part of the arrangement.
No, it's part of the arrangement, but not as signatory bonus.
Were they arguing that it should remain as
it is in the concession.
But they pay it to a government of Liberia.
Yes. They pay it to the government of Liberia. But then also, I want you to understand for what purpose you pay to the government of Liberia. Because the legislature have to act before you pay.
The legislature didn't act.
No.
And they get the money.
Yeah.
On gentleman agreement.
Yes. So I don't know on which agreements. You understand? So we are saying no, we cannot capture that money as signatory bonus. But it is in the agreement that this government have to pay back that money if the deal is not ratified. So we yeah. You understand? So in fact, they gave a time frame that from now to March ending.
Next year March.
Yeah. If we don't ratify the agreement, we should pay back the 37 million. You understand? So we argued that no, on which basis you give the money because there was no agreement signed. That you have no documents sent to the legislature. The legislature did not give approval, so we cannot say that. We should give.
So how you hang that on?
Well, let me finish. Then I will give you
you.
Yeah. What you mean? How you hang that one?
Yeah, because you got to conclude on it now.
Yeah, but
you people saying something. They post say March, and if you're inside, you get our money back. Yeah. You're saying we can't get your money back because we didn't approve. Whoever you get your money to, you go for your money. I think that's the reasoning. That's why I'm asking why you're hanky. But let's go.
Well, in the nutshell, we also said in the agreement that look, the $1.95 per metric ton to transport the ore through our borders. All the way to Buchanan, we say it was small. We believe that they should take it to $3 or $2. That's our proposal. We said they should renegotiate so they can take up the amount. Because a company, they're using the rail. They're not building the rail from Tokade to Buchanan. So we needed, it's just a transit point. So we should increase the amount in terms of the haulage. Because who benefit more? It's the Guinean government that benefit more. So we also as a country want to benefit. So we said we should increase the amount. We also said the National Rail Authority that is to be established that going to coordinate the activities of the rail programs in Liberia. All these agreements that has been negotiated or discussed by national government, they shouldn't infringe on the right of the legislature. It's the legislature that will make laws and what have you. So you cannot come up with issues within that where we're supposed to pass the National Rail Authority and then you are giving those right to those concessionaires within the
concession agreement.
Yeah, in the concession agreement. It's the National Rail Authority that is to be announced by the president and the leadership. When that is passed the law, they should have the full responsibility and authority. So when that is established by legislature, the legislature will give them the power to do all of those
So
things.
where is the Ivanhoe deal now?
So finally, the deal have been passed. The committee report was not accepted.
It wasn't accepted?
No.
Okay.
So they said that the deal should go like that and that they will speak to them. In fact, there's a communication that Ivanhoe and the Transport Ministry brought at the end of session, that, okay, we're going to pave the road. As chairman of the committee, I also disagree. Coming with a commitment letter is not in the agreement.
So the Senate didn't see the committee reports as something that Liberia needed. So they say what is in the current agreement that you're passing now?
Well, we left it like that. We did not touch anything. The way it came to the House, the way it came, the how it went back.
Or from the House, you left it like that.
Yeah, and we're passed. And these recommendations. So first of all, what we should be asking.
The committee recommendation was never agreed on by the Senate.
Yes, the committee recommendation was never accepted.
Did you vote for the Ivanhoe deal?
No, I couldn't vote. There's no way. As chairman of the committee, in fact, most of those issues came out during the public hearing. And during the public hearing, after public hearing, each of the colleagues, senators, were asked, if you have any major issues as well, you can write to the chairman, the committee. And if you look at count one, was written by Senator Nyantuan. He suggested that. He said, look, Nimba County, we're going through a lot with ArcelorMittal in terms of agreement and what have you. You understand? So please make sure that we have how do you call it?
The road paved.
The road paved. Let it be stated within the agreement this time around. So we should not just do.
So the way you left it like that now, it means it is at the discretion of the company to pave it or not?
There's no agreement between the company and us that they should pave the road. As far as we know, they're going to do dusty road.
Have you heard people say you are conflicted because you have a relationship with ArcelorMittal, so you should not have sat over the committee?
Clarence, if somebody rented my buses and took them to ArcelorMittal to rent, how am I conflicted? I want to know. First of all, I was doing transportation business even before I got in the House of Representatives to sustain myself, to be able to gather money to help other people.
They said that your bosses there, you will always protect the company.
Clarence, first of all, that's why I'm asking you. If somebody come to me and say, look, I want to rent your bus. You understand? And then I say, okay, you can take it, you rent it, they lease it from me. And then they take it to ArcelorMittal. How am I conflicted? That was not the issue. The issue is, what is the interest of the Liberian people within the concession? How do we stand for the people of Liberia?
But how can your colleagues then see the committee recommend? Because I'm getting confused here. If you were recommending that the post should put quota on the road, pave the road in my work, put quota on the road and do XYZ, and then all the other colleagues say, no, let us just pass it. I don't know how. I mean, I think, were the recommendations not convincing enough?
This recommendation you listen to, are they not convincing to you?
Who are the senators that are on the committee? Saah Joseph?
You look at it. No. This is a committee, the joint committee.
Oh, it's a joint committee.
Joint committee is
from the both houses.
No. When I mean joint committee.
Joint committee from the Senate.
From the Senate.
Different committees.
Now, here's the issue. If we pass the agreement based on those, if we pass the agreement and those recommendations, it means the Ivanhoe agreement is not passed into law. That means we were supposed to send it back to the president to renegotiate with them on those recommendations and send it back to us to pass. What is the issue here? The clever issue is Ivanhoe have a commitment to raise money. They're supposed to raise about 300 million for Australia. If they don't have this agreement and submit this agreement in Australia to get the 300 million, the agreement they cannot get the 300 million.
So it's like Liberia is supposed to help them to get money?
But Clarence, this is why I'm telling you, whenever those concessionaires come here, we should give them bottlenecks. Because all of the concessionaires that come here, they don't have the money sitting down. You understand?
So they use our agreement as collateral?
Of course, Clarence. What are you talking about? This agreement, you gave, Clarence, that agreement, if it was few Liberians that came together, about 50 Liberians, that had that agreement, the agreement is passing to law. Automatically, all of those 50 Liberians are millionaires.
Really?
Of course.
Because they can use it to go hustle.
No, you use you can take the document and then you go and get money for.
So that's best practice.
Of course, that's what they've been doing. Every concession there, that's the best practice. So what I'm saying, when do we come to the issue of even the liberalization policy? As chairman on transport, until I'm not chairman on transport, first of all, the service provider for the rail we should make sure that we push the liberalization policy. Let's give it to Liberians. Even if in United Party government, let's look for 10 or 20 Liberians. Let them have that agreement. You understand? And they serve as partners. Clarence, in every agreement that passes in South Africa, South Africans must have 50 to 60% share before that agreement is passed.
That's how it's done.
Yes.
Why you don't do it?
Well, that's the issue. Because we still preaching the issue of conflict of interest. You understand? That's the issue. Now, if I did a research and I went to South Africa, you can count more than 100 million years in South Africa. You can count more than 20 billion years in South Africa. Here, how many million years we have?
Saah Joseph.
Hey man, what do you call million years?
Let me come there now.
Clarence, don't come
talking
in.
my own.
Clarence.
Don't say you didn't count you. I'm talking. I'm gonna count you.
Clarence, we just managing to survive, Clarence. To survive and see some basic needs when people come. You give them
anyway,
a helping hand.
Senator Nyanto ain't coming here tomorrow, but I don't get it because if the committee report was supposed to be in the interest of the country, I'm not looking at all the other thing, right? I'm just looking at the one provision that says that the road should be paved. And that kind of report will come to the Senate and they'll say, no, let's do it like that.
How about the one that say increase the amount up, the amount low?
No, maybe I'm just looking for maybe the simplest thing.
Okay. Because the issue is...
Because this is a Liberian thing now. We're supposed to benefit, but if you allow it go the way it go, and then you say maybe they can read gentleman agreement and say we will do it.
No, they wrote a letter.
But letter not banning, letter not control.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Letter is commitment. The man can say, my man business not going.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Say, my man business not going.
So what we as committee members, some of us were preaching, let it be stated within the agreement, in the concession, that they shall pave the road this time. The next thing they not touch, that they should, they should be able to, because the commitment is they're supposed to provide rail. You understand? The same commitment Western Cluster gave. But then there is not time long when they're supposed to put the rail. It's open. So you give them 25 years so they can even provide the rail within the 20 years. Yes.
And you sat down there, you say,
hey, Clarence.
Okay. Let's open the lines and see. Maybe, I don't know how you're doing it, but if what you're saying, I don't get certain things. I'm trying to. 0777-700-995, Senator Montserrado County, Saah Joseph. If you're a member of the Senate, you want to call, you can call my direct line. You can call this line 0777-464050. Any member of the Senate, 777-464050, and get your input. Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning.
Let me say good morning to one of the illustrious senators.
Forget about all that thing. Just go ahead, Chief.
Okay. He never ceases to amaze me because he's just a man at a point. Reality, current. I say, if other senators can see a man like bro, now when you're just thinking what a man thinking, and it's about dinner, you go. They say in committee rule all the thing. You're thinking away. That's a you thinking. I put thinking that way, like bro. Never born on me that I swear. So as far as small, who born from the 90s, who came saw war, they say things like all about the but there are certain people in capital building that really have that leadership ability.
Okay, Chief. Hello.
Yeah, morning, Clarence. How are you?
Good morning, Representative Soka, my friend from Grenjide. How are you?
My man, all the way in the jungle, the morning I missed your call. What's up?
Oh, Senator Saah Joseph used to tell her why you call. But the reason why I was calling you, where were you last night? Were you not in the police academy meeting last night that 22 members of the House held?
Clarence, my man, Merry Christmas to you, man, Clarence.
Oh. So kind of why you call me? Were you not? Because your name came out, they said you were in a meeting to remove Thomas Fala.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. But you can, but where were you? Were you not in the meeting? You see, if they know not in the meeting, they know come and tell me. Dating, yeah. All right. You see the man I want to talk, the man not there, the man come and say, you're not there. Hi, Yaka.
The man say you were in the jungle. They were not in the jungle. The man went here, country.
Where? But why he talk? Hello?
Morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Yes, guys, my name is Daniel Fitty, and I call you from the Mosquito Lodge district number 10.
Yeah, Daniel.
Thanks to your city girls, Honorable Saah Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
So we have senators in this country that really doing well. One is Senator Saah Joseph and Dallas Dillon. So I want to appreciate you for your work. Senator, I think I'm Daniel Fitty. I really want to. I don't know where you open journalism school. I really want to go to school, to become a journalist. So,
okay, thank you. That one a personal thing. We're talking. Find into your office. Your Latin. Hello.
Good morning, Clarence.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is James Sao, and I want to say good morning to Senator Joseph.
Good morning.
Yes, quickly, I listened to him. But here is it. There are a few points I have here quickly.
Okay.
One, Senator Joseph admitted that he had his bosses at AML.
Yeah.
Whether he passes through whoever that he bosses, he gets income from there.
Yeah.
So even if it's through a third party, he actually gets income from there. So everybody saw that he will protect the interests of AML. Second thing, the senator has admitted on the radio, which is not good, and there where the conflict of interest was. Senator said that if the deal had not been passed in December, Ivanhoe wanted $300 million for that project. They were not going to get it. So everything he was doing is to make sure that he blocks that. Okay. So the third thing.
Could he alone actually block it?
Okay, so just see what happened. The way the report was written, the senator clearly stated that because everybody signed away when they should have sent it back, told the executive to renegotiate. Unfortunately for him, members of the Senate committee, comprised of 20, all of them refused to sign. So that did not meet a quorum. So that was the frustration from the senator.
Oh, so he was the only person who signed?
Yeah, only 3 persons. Only 3 persons who signed.
Who and who? Senator Saah Joseph, who and who?
Saah Joseph and I think Yantwe said they didn't sign. Yantwe, who you were president, they didn't sign. So they were 3. I think here, Batukwa and somebody else. And Batukwa too is conflicted that he got trucks with AML.
Okay. We'll come for him to tell. Oh, I got a committee of 20, only 2 of your sons, Senator Joseph. Hello?
That's not true.
Welcome there. Yeah?
Thank you. My name is Prince Shinobu Kotiman. I'm joined by the Muhammad Kandi, the Electoral Center FD District.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me say good morning to your speaker. I think he spoke well. His deliberations are all on point. But for the fact is that I want Saah Joseph to understand that he been a senator over 10 years now. And the Senate...
No, I mean, I've been senator 10 years now. What are you talking about?
Close to 10 years now. And the Senate has done nothing to help the lives of the people of Liberia. So for me, I want to question him that they need to work along with the executive in making sure that issues that will benefit the Liberia who have survived of the people as long as it comes to the Senate. I think they need to concur and expeditiously parties so that the people can benefit from their country and their resources.
Okay, Chief. They call up being alone. Let me take him finally. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Clarence. My name is Segun Gadung. I call from Duo Community from the GMB and JKK Dream for Better Latua Foundation.
Yes.
Clarence, I listened to Senator Saah Joseph. Let me say Merry Christmas to him. In one of the presentation, I believe it should be on your show. He said the CDC used $150 million to for campaign, and they failed to win. If his statement is a real statement, not political statement, is he agree with me that they manipulated the budget to take that money and then just we are denied them? Thank you.
Senator, let's come back to you. Am I President San? They said that 3?
No, we have about members of the committee that some. I will share the report with you officially with the signatures. But more than
you got a woman so same to me. I see that something there.
No. Yeah, I was saying but listen, Clarence.
But you are more than 3.
More than 5.
Okay.
Let me just say this to you. I have said, I have one responsibility. If I'm going to go to the public and conduct public hearings and then raise issues and then later on bow down to those issues, then what is the need of me having public hearing? There should be no need. We went to the public. We conducted public hearing. We raised those issues. We asked for documents that could not be provided. You understand? And then at the end of the day, and we said, no, okay, we shouldn't go by the report. I think that is wrong. The question is, are these reports in the interest of the people of Liberia? Clarence, this is unusual for a committee to report and say, Clarence, since I've been in the legislature, there is the first time a committee or even me make such a report and say, look, this report is asking that the government should renegotiate. Everything that come have been on the way that, okay, let it go because of ratification, let it go. But I think we need to come up with bottlenecks, not to hold development, but to make sure that those concessionaires understand that they should work in the interest of the people of Liberia, that our laws have to be strong to hold them accountable. We cannot give concessionaire bread and butter and think that we give them concession. We can't do that. You understand? I don't see the hurry of them renegotiating, signing a letter that, look, we're going to do the road. Where's the commitment? As you stated. They could say, but things are hard. And I just have evidence here. Every communication that I receive from members of the legislature coming up with input before the final report, we have them. This is one of the committee. There's one of the members of the committee that wrote me, Senator Americone, with his own input. You understand? So these inputs are not coming from me. This input came from committee members. The input came from public hearings. So you want me after the public hearing, after members of the committee write and say, look, Chairman, please address this in the report. Then I should bow down, and I can't do that.
Okay, Senator
we have to
Joseph.
We have to move forward. In moving forward this country, we have to speak for our people. We have to represent our people. We have to make sure concessionaires' feet are tied to the fire so that they can do the right thing. And to do that, we have to come up with bottlenecks within the concession.
Thank you, Senator Saah Joseph. Thank you ever so much. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, Nimba Senator Nyantwayan will be here. Saah Joseph was our final guest. This is how we go home. And my man, so can say, my man, leave me, man. Compliment of the season. Bye-bye. My name is Peace. So I'm out of here, man.